Hi Pisces, my name is Luciani. I'll be reading your spiritual guide energies for this week, December 24th. Thank you so much for coming to the channel today, and let's get right into it. So what is Pisces spiritual message for the week of December 24th? Spirit guides, what is Pisces message for December 24th? December 24th. Okay. Alrighty. Well, first I'm seeing definitely at the end of the day, Pisces, you are so good. The middle of this reading is just so powerful because you are still aligned materially on the physical end to get things done. I do see here to start out your reading, your point of reference is the Four of Fire. The Four of Fire is like a small victory. You know, it's not the end, obviously, but there's a small victory here that can possibly be had. Also, there's also an increase, but in a lesser degree. It could possibly be the fact that you have to tap into that energy of fire is really important because you don't want to lose hope if your energy isn't there. If you feel like that energy is disappearing for some sort of reason we'll get into, but just please find the strength. Also, ask for advice from your loved ones. Pay attention to their suggestions. Don't let the things that happen that zaps you of your energy continue. Try to reinforce your defenses also, and then live in your optimism, because we have Six of Earth here in your present moment that in the reverse that could possibly suggest some sort of like confusion. This also can mean unfairness, some sort of bad debt, but for right now, some sort of unfairness that occurred, that even though you're having these little small victories, you got to watch out for some sort of like um, small inconveniences or bad debt. Someone's maybe could even be envious of you. I'm seeing this in terms of like business relations right now. It also means that you're speaking to or talking to an earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, or this is the energy you're taking on. Five of air, yet again, there was some sort of victory, but it was through some sort of like overconfidence. This is particularly meaning a overconfident card, someone who has to kind of check their ego at the door a little bit. This could be you, or this is someone who's in your surroundings, in your environment, that just is, oh man, even though that you're kind of like dealing with them, it's a conquest, but they do pose some sort of threat. Now, take that, this is a general reading, but this is some sort of like threat that they think that they're some sort of threat, you know what I mean? Or you believe that you're a threat, because you have this exuberance of overconfidence. But for the most part, I'm definitely seeing some kind of energy needing to be had here, because there's a change here. There's a big change here. Something is coming to an end. And what is coming to an end, you might need more knowledge on, more information to make a decision here. Because the Two of Earth here, you might even be, this is your feeling sector. So the Two of Earth in the reverse, in your feeling sector, could possibly mean that it's just really difficult to make a decision right now. And this is yet again an earth energy. So I am under the impression this has a lot to do with some sort of finance or the home, something that has to do with physical aspects, right? And it could be also some kind of message that could possibly come in, or you're feeling that there's messages that are coming in. Also, for others, this can mean that it's an inability to kind of handle two situations at the same time, and you're just feeling, also recalling some kind of, I guess, regret. I'm seeing also, I am getting some kind of hesitance, instability, and also this is like some kind of someone looking at things materially wise, and it's really hindering that like growth to like produce what you want out of life. Whatever it is that you want, this magician card in the reverse is kind of like stagnant because it's not coming into the subconscious mind, because maybe we're so into thinking about, I guess, our material state of mind. This also means there's an indecision. There's a decision that you must make, Pisces, to get this rolling, because you don't want to just take things by face value. You might have to see, and there's also conceitedness here too. Let me just clarify these cards to give you a better understanding of this. So far, I'm literally seeing that there's either some kind of confusion around a project, around home, at work related, that something needs to be completed, and the completion seems like you have to make a decision on something, and you need the energy to do it. And also look in things in a deeper sense of it. You're having these small victories that's causing this, like, I guess, either stubbornness or even overconfidence, but the battle's not done, or the project's not done, or you know what I mean? Like, you still have to kind of move forward with something. So let's clarify. Okay, we have the Empress coming out again. So there's definitely some kind of decision that has to be made. Okay, perfect. So so you have to make a decision on even though you're celebrating some kind of like thing, you still have to make a decision. Because you got the Judgment card coming out, which is a very powerful energy here for your spirit advice. And I really do see an indecision. I mean, it's like not ambivalent. It's some kind of decision that I would definitely say that you have to release. You might feel like you also went in the wrong direction. For some of you could have possibly disappeared on somebody, or someone ghosted you, and you're just feeling so confused about it. Like, what happened that felt like trapped you and zapped you of your energy, because like, wow, like what's going on? For others, this means that you can unbound yourself. Whoever you feel like zapped you of your energy and giving you this inability to make decisions, you are able to do that. You are really able to do that. This fight that you currently went through, or currently are going through, or will go through, it still seems like it's fishy. It still seems like it's confusing. There's some sort of hesitancy, and also, again, it's coming out in terms of materially. Some of Pisces are thinking more materially than normal right now. and it's causing this completion that needs to be had. It's not fun. The completion isn't something that you essentially are looking forward to. For others, this also means that the Three of Cups in the reverse means that there's some sort of overindulgence, and I'm seeing it on a material end, that there's some sort of overindulgence that's really hindering your growth out of it. We have the Nine of Wands here. Yet again, there's some sort of burden that occurred, that you're just feeling like you're really, really bounded to. For others, if you're feeling very attacked, this means that you're going to have to be able to defend yourself. And you're going to be able to be successful while doing it, because you have the Four of Earth here. You're going to have a lot of alliances, a lot of mutual projects that you might be working on. If this is something that you have to fight for, you're going to be able to do it. Because that Four of Pentacles in traditional tarot is a really beautiful card. I mean, it's all about creating alliances. You're successful, you're mastering it. This, for others, this also means that you might be clinging to something, clinging to some kind of material possessions. It's also a love for earthly power. Very ungenerous also. Even though that you are like on the top of the world, you're still kind of giving off this impression to others that you're not really willing to help, and that could possibly cause some you might have to prepare yourself because of that. The Judgment card here, solidifying Oshun, is basically saying the same thing. You have to make a decision, Pisces. What decision do you have to make? This is a general reading. Just want to let you know. So if you do want to get more in detail, please comment below, and I'll definitely speak back and tell you and send you my link. But there's some sort of awakening that's going to happen. Your spirit advice is saying you have to renew your consciousness. There's something universal here. There's something very awakening here. And that means that you have to awaken yourself out of this surface level of thinking. Surface level, this could even be material surface level. Because the things that you want to transpire could possibly be not coming to fruition because the lack of passion behind it. The lack of defense mechanisms that are required for this to be successful. I will also say there's some kind of unpleasant news or indecision again about a project. Indecision is like really rampant here in your reading, and that the indecision is not letting you turn something into gold, because something surface level is here that you are looking after that's really causing this. You might be well off, you might feel like you've completed your task in life, but it just seems like a lot of pride and conceit is here. Also for others, this could be your partner who is just really, you feel like you're bonded to them and you can't get out, and they're just being extremely prideful and can't make a decision between two things. I would definitely say this has a lot to do with your own energy. I'm definitely seeing someone who's really battling with a decision that they have to make, and it's really not. It's because of you not making that indecision is causing you to stay stagnant. So let's see. Also with the Knight of Wands here in your feelings sector, this also means that you might have to yet again depart or find some kind of absence or flight or some kind of change. So I would definitely suggest getting definitely to the rooty tooty to the situation and and making a decision. Okay, Pisces. So that's your reading. Thank you so much for coming to the channel, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Peace.